My bad. And they go on front straight, shouty.
What's going on, my brother? What's going on?
I'm here, my nigga. I ain't put my headphones on, so if y'all hear echo right now, give me 1 second. This shit gonna stop in just a minute. What going on, dog?
Oh man, everything good, man. No complaints, bro. No complaints at all, man. We in the building, obviously on the stream yard.
Coming off a Halloween weekend.
Coming off a Halloween weekend, man. It's definitely a wild Halloween weekend. But yeah, coming off a Halloween weekend, man. How was your Halloween weekend?
Shit, I was at work.
You was at work?
Yep.
Oh man, didn't get no Halloween in. They get to go trick or treating. Did you wanted to knock on somebody's door? I know you had a little outfit you wanted to put on.
I mean, I wanted to go nigga knocking.
Yeah, you wanted to go nigga knocking. You know what's so crazy? Like, dog, I remember, man. True story, man. It was when I first got my driver's license, man. And we had me and a couple of the homies went bag snatching, and we're snatching niggas' bags on Halloween, like just snatching.
So you were doing snatch.
Yeah. I was like 15, 16 because I just got my license. We started snatching bags, man, and we snatched the wrong person bag. Cop was sitting on the corner, seeing us hit the corner, man. They pulled us over, snatched every bag out the car, bro. Every bag. I said, oh my God. Pulled us out the car, said, stop, candy, get it out. I pulled out bags of candy like it was dope. Like it was dope, bro.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't see you, but I can hear you.
I'm finna come back in. Let me tell you some crazy shit, bro. I remember, I think I was in like the 9th or the 10th grade. And we used to do our little trick or treat thing. But one of my partners, man, he snatched this little white girl bag, bro. She screamed, and like 30 grown ass white men started chasing niggas, and somebody got their ass whooped, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that shit was crazy, man. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, but nigga didn't want no smoke with them grown ass white boys. They had to be about 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? Then they came out looking like the Lost Boys. You remember how the Lost Boy, movie?
Yeah, definitely.
Man, when nobody trying to fuck with them white boys, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna be sucking on my blood.
The Lost Boys. Yeah, you bringing back memories with that. You talking about Keith Sutherland and
that was a good one, though. That was a good one.
Yeah, definitely. Lost Boys was a good one, man. That was a good one. He wanted to come join the dark side. But yeah, bro, like, I got out a little bit for Halloween weekend, man. Did a little slide, and I took the kids out trick or treating. Nova got a whole bunch of candy. Matter of fact, I am currently in possession of her stash thing right here. And this is still the leftover.
Nigga had to grab that.
Man, put everybody candied out. I said, you know what? I'm gonna hold on to that.
That makes
sense. Hold on to that because look, Daddy's not about to be making a double dentist appointment. You've been doing good with your teeth. I definitely don't want to, go there and be like, well, why does her teeth look like this? Because I've been letting her eat candy unmonitored, like an unresponsible parent. You feel what I'm saying? But besides that, man, Halloween to me has been took over by the adults. You know what I'm saying? And the adults have took it to another level when it comes to these costumes. And then also, we're going to show the adult costumes first. I want to show now this right here looks like to be, I don't know, a tampon or.
No, that is the rose. That's the rose. Ladies,
that's what you put your dick into.
I know the ladies already. Now that's what they put on that wooker, that rose. That rose is replacing boyfriends and husbands. That rose.
I thought it was the bullet. I didn't know it was the rose.
That's that rose. I don't know why he got the squirt coming out the rose, but that's I don't know. But that's what that thing makes.
Look, that is creative, man. Wow. First off, shout out to the nigga who designed the rose, because I know you ain't getting that at Party City. You're not getting that at Party City, right?
Man, them folks are millionaire. But whoever invented that, man, shout out to Body by Nurse K. She said, not the rose.
Yes, the rose, baby. Yes, it is the rose. You know what I'm saying? We had the rose. What else we got, man? Scroll. What else we got besides the rose? What else we was holding?
Oh, you got the low vibrational plate.
Low vibrational plate. Okay, so we got what's on that plate?
Yeah, hot dog, baked bean, potato salad, hamburger, corn on the cob.
Oh man, that's low vibration, but that's some damn good low
Low
vibration there,
vibration on the
man.
plate, man.
Yeah, and he got him
For
a
us,
plate in his hand.
and he got a plate.
And he got him a plate in his hand.
For us, that's a good bust down. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
For sure, man.
Yeah. So yeah, he got the rolls on the plate there. He ready to go. Low vibrational food in check. Oh man, we got the whole goddamn made me drop my lighter. Okay. Made me drop my lighter looking at got the whole family.
Oh,
now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
Yeah, that's all right there, though. I like that.
Hey, shout out to Will, man, and Jazzy, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you, Will is always gonna be cool for that in summertime. Like that song right there, man, can keep playing. It really brings back a nostalgia. Brings me back and puts me in a happy place when I hear that song. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, man, for going 90s on us with the whole Fresh Prince thing. What else we got, man? What else they come out with? We got the Fresh Prince, man. They even had Jazzy Jeff. I wonder if they throw his ass out the door. That's a good question.
Babs. Oh, that was up.
Shit.
I forgot about that move.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Holly Berry. True story. Holly Berry graduated from my high school. You know, my brother was, I ain't gonna put his business out there. You know what I'm saying? You're a married man now, but yeah. Just know the Call Your Blood had a little bit of Holly. But yeah, Holly Berry, man, shout out to her, man, representing Bedford, Ohio. You feel me? Like, that was her most ratchetest film. You know what I'm saying? Babs, yeah.
I enjoyed Babs though. That was all right.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool, I guess. Cool. But it was real ratchet, and I don't think Holly ever did anything like that. And I wonder, does she get anybody coming up to her like, "Girl, I used to love you in Babs."
Probably do.
Babs probably was her lowest. Babs probably was her lowest rated. I don't think that on a major scale Babs is popular now. Now I think maybe on the scale of niggas,
as
we
black
remember
women.
that shit.
As black women,
as black women, the Babs was popular.
As black women. BAP stand for, I think, Black African Princesses or some shit like that. So black women definitely,
but it wasn't no princess. It wasn't no princesses in that movie. Holly Berry was more ghetto. She put the GH in ghetto. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? More than a little hood. You might want to check that out. Okay, so he want to do the Justin. Yeah, okay. Now this is classy. This is classy. I like how you putting on. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Look what I told you. Body by Nurse K. Hell yeah, that was my movie. I told you.
Okay, well,
black women love that movie.
Shout out to you and Nurse K. Y'all love BAPs. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and gift y'all the DVD. Bootleg DVDs.
But did we love Disorderlies?
Did we love Disorderlies? Yeah, I fuck with it. You talking about the Fat Boys?
Yeah, with the Fat Boys.
I fucked with Disorderlies, man.
Yeah,
I was rocking with Disorderlies back in the day, bro.
For some reason, I just kind of feel like Babs is like the female version of Disorderlies. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you feel.
That's a throwback, man. We got one more. We got one more, don't we?
We got one more on that list. Okay, no, we ain't got one more on the list. But the next one we about to show. Now, this one kind of offended me the wrong way, and this goes to show, and it reminds me of what you posted. As far as with the BBL. This shit getting out of control, that a whole costume got constructed for this little girl right here. And she's supposed to be post-op surgery coming up out that motherfucker. I mean, like, come on.
I don't know what the hell that noise is, but I do want to stop.
Yeah.
Pintamos toda la casa. Y sin dejar caer una sola gota de pintura que no sea. ¿Qué es eso?
Oh, wow.
Pintamos toda la casa. Y sin dejar caer una sola gota de pintura que no sea. ¿Qué es eso?
Whole BBL, whole big ass diamond.
Whole BBL. You know what I'm saying? Post-op surgery though. Even got the IV. And see, this is so crazy, right? As a mother, when do you take it too far? Like who thought that this would be a good idea? Like, oh, I'm gonna dress my daughter in a pre-op BBL care fit. You know what I'm saying? All wrapped up like she just got out of surgery. So are we already knowing that this girl's gonna be destined for a BBL when she gets legal? You know what I'm saying?
Thought that was funny.
No, somebody had to be the parents. You know, and that to me is like, yo, like, okay, when do we say like, okay, this shit is unacceptable? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's funny to the outside looking in because it ain't my kid. I can take a joke to it. But if that was Nova and her mama dressed her like that, that wouldn't have made it to social media. You know what I'm saying?
No, mom wouldn't even thought twice about that shit though.
Facts. You know my baby mama very well. Like, yeah, she definitely wouldn't have thought twice about that. Bro. But this right here is just what I'm saying about niggas, man. Y'all gotta watch who y'all busting nuts in, bro. Because when somebody busted a nut in her, I mean, the child is beautiful. They made a beautiful baby, but it's being guided the wrong way. Like, if I'm the dad, like, how am I supposed to take this? Like, how am I supposed to take it? Like, yeah, you know, okay, you got my daughter all dressed up in some surgery gear. Like, what is we talking about? And you went all the way out. I mean, you got the IV, you got the wrap. I'm wondering, was that a real surgery on her? And they faked it off as they did it on Halloween to fake it off.
On the baby.
You know, that's on the baby.
Got the baby with real BBL.
On the baby, man. So that's what we had going on Halloween, man. Hallows Eve.
On Hallows,
you know what I'm saying? Man. Now I know we got shout out to 85 South. Now we got 85 South. You know how we like to start shit off with some Atlanta.
A little comedy, man, for the people, man. I don't know if y'all.
Before we get into the tragedy, we got to get into the comedy.
Into it, man. Y'all make Boy, these boys here, man. Shout out to Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, and DC Young Fly, man. These boys is a fool, man.
If you are pregnant as fuck, what you doing in here walking around?
With the coochie out, like,
why the pussy still out?
Like, God damn.
Put that pussy up. You ain't done yet.
Shit. The baby like, come on, mom. Get yourself together.
You do
Friday?
Sit down.
Ma'am, if your water break up this motherfucker, the show is over.
What if you laugh too hard and the baby foot be hanging out?
Where your baby dad at? Where he at?
You don't know?
Oh.
Bitch don't know. The bitch don't know. She in here looking for him. I know he in here.
First off, I mean, at the end of the
day, why is you really 85 Top Show with this big ass belly?
Big ass belly, and she don't know who her baby daddy is. Man, is we serious right now, man?
We did serious.
Is this what we doing? I mean, like, damn, is this really what we doing, man? Like, you don't know who your baby. You could at least now. That would have been a moment you needed to lie. You know what I'm saying? You definitely should have been like, well, he's at home, or he know where I'm at, or whatever. But to say you don't know where he at, it's just like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? And that something different. Yeah, she could have said something other than what she said. Like, I mean, saying that just threw it to the left. That made me. I'm like, God damn. Okay, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. So, yeah, man. This situation, obviously, man. Now, I guess we could say the sadness for a little bit, because I know that's the main thing. That's obviously everything that's been going on. So we'll break it up, even though it's out of Atlanta, even though it touches us. You know what I'm saying? DeadBolt ATL. You know what I mean? But I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just run through some stuff, because I want to kind of get into what the perception is out here, man, and what's really kind of been going on. Like, for the last month and a half, obviously with the whole Kanye situation and everything like that, we've been getting into a lot of anti-Semitic talk, right? And when it comes to the Jays and when it comes to a race of people. And one thing about this, that kind of, I think, you know what I'm saying, rubs me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying, is that people, especially let's just get it out. People such as Kanye West, one of the biggest people in music, and Kyrie Irving, one of the biggest NBA players in today's game. Both of these brothers, man, have come out and throughout all what they're saying have told people who weren't aware that we are we the Jews too. You feel what I'm saying? We part of that J family too, right? And a lot of what they're saying is being lost in the sauce. And one of the things they both got in common is Kyrie Irving is known as the Kanye West of NBA.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and really it's because both of these brothers think freely. You know, I respect Kyrie's Irving. Like, if you go to his page and stuff like that, like what you know, what he stands for, like what he stands for, the research that he does. He's real in tune with meditation, you know, his fasting and just everything else, man. He's really connected to the universe, to the earth. And I think personally, you know, with them making these attacks on Kyrie Irving, and what I mean attacks is this, right? This man is paid millions of dollars to play basketball. Am I right, Trav? Right. To dribble the ball and entertain. This interview we about to play, I want you to see if it's one basketball question that's related in this interview. Let's roll this clip.
You guys, how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
I think what people want to hear, though, is a yes or no on that question. Yes or no?
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from. I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
Hold on, that's it? Ain't them arrows right there? I thought I can motherfucker.
No.
Okay, that's just that. That's what he said. That's on that video. That's what he said right there, right? Okay. Man said, how can he be anti-Semitic? What do you know where you come from?
But I think it's a part where he also, they're asking him to apologize or something.
Not
like
on this, because that just Mike, that might be it right there.
I apologize, or in your mind you said I didn't mean to cause any harm. Were you apologizing or did not apologize?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
Facts.
Adam Silver wanted to hear the word I apologize, or in your mind you said I didn't mean to cause any harm. Were you apologizing or did not apologize?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
That's what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Adam Silver wanted to hear.
So why are they trying to force this man to apologize?
Obviously because of what he said at that press conference when he brought up that movie.
But the whole thing of pressing this man to apologize, like he said, how can he apologize for something that he is? You know, and the fact that you know, he was suspended 5 games for this. And you know, I wish I had a clip, and I should have had this clip on, where Charles Barkley and Shaq recently, and I'm gonna try to get it real quick while I elaborate on it. But recently in an interview, you know, Charles Barkley and Shaq, man, had a lot to say about Kyrie Irving. You know, they had a lot to say as far as calling the man ignorant, calling the man stupid. And both of these niggas are the biggest buffoons on TV. Like, both of these niggas, even though they on TV, right? They the most stupidest motherfuckers you can put on TV as a pair. Shaq and fucking Chuck. When it comes to enunciation of words, when it comes to just, you know, anything, why are our own people attacking people who look like us, right? Kanye, Kyrie, calling him all these derogatory words because of what he believes, instead of just having a moment where you can, you know, you can back channel this man, you can text or call this man and tell him what your opinion is, and y'all can have a dialogue. But to get on national TV and call this man an idiot, you know, call this man a fool, like, to me, like, those is like, you know, like, those is strong words, bro. Like, those.
I mean, they have a right to that. They got a right to their opinion, and they got a public platform to say it on. So that's where they're gonna speak about it. You know, just like us, we got a right to whatever opinion we have about people. This is our platform. We talk about that. So, you know, but freedom of speech ain't gonna be taken because they know what to say.
Right, but you know, hear me out though. Like, but at the end of the day, Kyrie Irving stood up about the jab, right? And they called him a buffoon. They called him an idiot. They called him all these different names. Now Kyrie just makes a posted something, right, that was done by somebody else that he might have agreed with some views that was presented in this documentary, and they calling this man an idiot. And like, bro, like, those to me is fighting words. You can have an opinion on me, but to call me an idiot when Kyrie is very enlightened, man, like very enlightened, man, reads and like I respect Kyrie's mind, like, you know what I'm saying, as an individual, man. He's probably one of the most light mind people in the NBA. So, you know, to just think outside of the box when everybody in the herds is going left, my man always goes right. You know, he was quoted once talking about the earth is flat and they wanted to attack him for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's documented evidence to support that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So how can you call him an idiot? How can you call him? How that's an opinion. That's an opinion. That's an opinion. But
let's get on the plane and let's fly around the earth.
And you'll never go down in a direct situation. That's a brother that's been out the country.
You're gonna go around,
going to South America.
Listen,
I did not find any.
No, you went south. No,
I did not find any type of. You know what I'm saying?
You went to the west.
Like I was going around.
Southwest.
Listen, I didn't find it like I was going around or falling down or however they do it, right? And maybe we'll play a couple videos and we'll have this debate, but this is not what I'm trying to get into now. The point is the man had an opinion, right? And the point is me, you, or him have not seen it for ourselves. I don't know at this point. The only thing I can do is present the evidence and a person do their own research, right? So at the end of the day, for him to have that opinion, I'm not about to call this man stupid. Like somebody is though. But at the end of the day, is that
person wrong for calling him stupid?
But is a person wrong for saying no? You're only going by what you were taught by for your oppressors, so you're stupid.
No, not at all.
But I think in certain platforms, there's different ways to say it though. When you call a person that, you got to be prepared to stand on that when you see him.
You should.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's a fact. Yeah.
You got to be prepared to stand on that. You can have your opinion on me, say what you want to say about me, but we can't have no disrespect to where you just, I'm an idiot, I'm a fool, I'm all this type of shit. Like I that's the part I don't understand and what I don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? It's a way that you talk, and it's like the fact that, oh, this is how y'all feel because he commented on the Jays. All these situations is showing you who controlled the world.
Say that one more time. You said
I said,
no. Matter of fact, no, I got you. The Jays. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
So, for y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? But they're showing that they do control facets of entertainment and also, media, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And I know we got a couple of clips or whatever talking about just with, you know what I'm saying, and you know what they have going on, so to speak. You feel what I'm saying? Like what they have going on and how, you know what I'm saying, they're moving or whatever the case may be. You feel me? And the fact that they can pressure a person, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? They can really pressure a person to apologize for their opinion. But soon as the opinion is about them, that's when it's an issue. But when it's about something dealing with them, then that's where the problem's at. But if we're talking about murder, death, kill on a black man, you know what I'm saying? Like this is what we got. So like this next little thing right here is even a white, I don't know if he's like a speaker, pastor, or whatever, but he's speaking on it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is a long video, so I ain't gonna play all of it, Donnie.
No, we just want to hear some of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some of it, man, for the people right quick.
Black people that get on the radio every day in white-owned companies, white-owned stations with white-owned sponsors that play the role of hypersexualized, hypercriminalized male. I asked these advertisers, I say, I've got hundreds of songs a day that celebrate killing animals. Will you put them on your station? They said, no. I got hundreds of songs a day that talk about assaulting women and abusing kids. Would you put them on your station? They said, no. I said, I got hundreds of songs a day that talk about murdering blacks. Would you put them on your stations? They said, well, that depends. Depends on what? Who it's done by and who it's branded for. Because if we can get black folks to sing about it, we can brand it for our youngest black audiences, I think there's money to be made. I think there's American appetites to see these people that way. I said, how can you say that? They said, well, look, it's what these artists know. It's what they, black people, create. It's, matter of fact, our surveys say it's what they want to hear, which speaks of a sickness. How do we live in a society where somebody says, you know what, I'm inspired to write a song that celebrates murdering another person. And then a person says, I'd like to put that on my station. Another person said, I'd like to pay for it. And then there's people out here in the audience that go, I'd love to hear it, as long as it's black guys. Because even white people buy rap music, buy this type of stuff, because we know that when we want to hear about killing each other, we know who to turn to. for that type of inspiration. We call it our music. We say we own it. White people buy more rap than black people. Yeah, but we're very careful to turn it down at the stoplight when other black people are there. Why? Because we know we're just pretending. For them, it's more authentic and real. I always ask the companies, what about your name? What about your brand? What about your value? And the largest radio company in the world said this: it's okay that we only have drug dealers on our black youth stations. We only have murders on our black youth stations. We support black charities. We give out water at the Martin Luther King parade. I think we've got it covered. We've bought them off. Now, people get upset, the smartest guys in the room again. You're talking about censorship. I don't believe that. I believe in free art. Make whatever you want. I believe you should make music about anti-Semitism. I believe you should make music about killing dogs. I believe in this country you should make music about bashing homosexuals and driving them behind trucks. I believe you should make music about stringing people up on trees. I believe you should make music about killing whitey. I believe you should make all that music. But I also believe that in the mainstream marketplace, people should hesitate associating their name with certain content. You know, there's certain stuff you can't buy at the store, certain stuff you can't get on iTunes because their brand doesn't want it. But if you want to hear black people celebrating killing black people, they got thousands and thousands and thousands of those things to sell you. I don't think it's about censorship. I think it's about American cultural hypocrisy.
That is real. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you think about it, man, like, you know, I know Crazy Bones spoke of, and I knew about it before he spoke of it, but, you know, he spoke of it on his podcast and it went viral about the secret meeting that they had back in the early 90s when they took the focus away from conscious rap and conscious music and love music and turned it into what we see now. You know, it's just, it to me, it's just like a dirty game of how people in general, you know what I'm saying? Like what the game, what the end goal is. Like when I see shit like that, I'm like, yo, okay, this is really what they're pushing though. Murder, death, kill on a black man. And even though, you know, it's crazy when it takes another person from another race to kind of call it out. And that's true. Like they're not going to push certain music, but if it's about killing one of us, not killing one of them. So now I think with Kanye and Kyrie more than ever, we see the narrative now. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing, okay, oh, it's not cool to say nothing about y'all when black lives are supposed to matter, right? But it's not, you know, it's cool for y'all to celebrate the death of one of us or whatever. And that is crazy. And also this next clip I want to play, obviously the record execs, you know what I'm saying? Just another little inside scoop from another person from an opposite color. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Freddie O. Let's play this clip.
Seeing that a rapper from Migos died, I just wanted to go ahead and make a video about something I have a unique experience in. So I directed a bunch of rappers, people like Gucci Mane, Snoop Dogg, you know, Lil Yachty, the list goes on and on and on, okay? I learned a lot of things, and I have left the industry largely over my political beliefs, but there is something I want to impart to people to hopefully, you know, make some sort of change happen. So I have a challenge to rappers, and I know some of you still follow me. I know a bunch of the celebrity blogs still follow me from trying to get news from music videos and things like that. So here's the truth. The truth is this: a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? Record executives, the record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death, drugs, and sex, period. The industry is obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people, but they're encouraging you to push it on yours, and they're paying you handsomely to do it. The reality is, I know a lot of you are good people, you're family guys. You're not the image that you put out there to the world. Why? Why don't you be the example? Stand up. I challenge you. Be the example. Make music about the culture you want to see. Don't just get online today and talk about how, you know, whenever a rapper makes it, his own people take him down. Don't just make those videos. Don't be sad. Don't rest in peace. None of that stuff. Be the change you want to see. Inspire it in your community. Reach out to other rappers and say, we have to stop. We're being used. You've been used for a long time. You know, they create this paradigm to make you believe that you're so important and your celebrity status is worth so much, but in truth, you're a pawn in their game and you always have been. The government has wanted to hold down communities of people in different ways through different methods for a very long time. Their method in the Black community has been to use entertainment to create a culture obsessed with death, drugs, sex, and money so that they could create a false paradigm of what happiness and what success really was. And in doing so, they created a world that also made people more dependent on government. And as a result, gave themselves more power. The record executives that push you to do this, to go and continue to profit off the backs of your work, they're in cahoots with the elite. They're in cahoots with the government. They want you to think you're important, but in truth, you're just doing their dirty work for them. So stop. They've empowered you in ways that are real. You have an audience. You have platforms. You have the ability to make change. So go against the grain together. They're more afraid of you all together standing up and creating a new culture that's built around family, faith, freedom, doing the right thing, valuing life, than they are of anything else. So I challenge you, use your power to do the right things. If you continue to do the same thing you've done, more rappers like this are going to die. How many have to die before you change the culture?
Interesting.
That is a very, very interesting perspective. Huh?
Yeah, fan on.
Yeah. That's a very interesting, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, you know what I'm saying? That's that perspective is real though, and it's coming from somebody, like I said, who's not in our race, but who actually is affiliated through, you know, music ties and stuff like that. And he, for real, what he's speaking is facts. And I think in the fact that we can't look in the mirror and see that, like we can't see that our favorite records have this type of theme to them. You know, one of those things that he named. And what have those things done? They've destroyed the fabric of our communities now. Now
you can't see that.
No, I'm saying a lot. I mean, a lot of people can't see that because if people seen that, or put it like this, let me rephrase it. If they did see it, and then we're not coming together as a unit, right, to do something about it, then that means that we're gonna get what we deserve. Like we're there's some mental disconnect there, because like we're the only people that do it. Like rock music was destructive to that culture, but rock music wasn't about killing their own people. Like, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that we like what we do. Was it destructive though to their culture as far as, you know, drugs, sex, kicking it? Yeah, but it wasn't what ours is, obviously. And a lot of this shit you couldn't understand. I think a lot of this shit was just metal and beats. Our shit, you could kind of, you had to be on them type of drugs. Like our shit, we got all type of artists, clear speaking artists, African artists, UK artists, down south artists, up north, West Coast, East Coast. Everybody has their own lingo, speaking the same tone. You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, the point that we're at with this music is right now, it's like we have to look at each other and we have to look in the mirror and say like, okay, my favorite song has all this type of shit going on in it, right? You know, it's about time that we kind of stand up and try to fight back, because back when we was coming up, bro, we had a balance. I had NWA, but I also had Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? I had, you know what I'm saying, like different alternatives, Poor Righteous Teachers. It was all type of shit. Intelligent Hoodlum. You know, all type of shit that was on the radio and it was getting played on videos. That wasn't about that. It was about procreation. It was about pro-life. And that kind of instilled that in our culture. Now, it's like for what niggas is listening to now, it kind of ripples into your life in some type of form. Like you are what you eat. You are what you listen to. Those things are kind of facts. Those are like cliches, but those are facts of life. If you eat bacon all fucking day, you're going to smell like a fucking pig when you sweat. If you fucking drink beer, like that's how you know who an alcoholic is. All he's doing is ingesting alcohol, right? So like this shit that is hitting our and reverberating off our soul, all this bullshit that we take in, we take on parts of it. Yeah, we might not be out dropping and setting up ops and doing all that shit, but you know what I'm saying, the womanizing and everything else, the doing drugs, the partying, you know, pick one. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, a nigga either gonna partake in a lot of those things or he gonna partake in a few of those things. But that defines what kind of makes you cool. Are you doing one of these things? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, the nigga who wasn't smoking, who wasn't gang banging, who wasn't fighting or putting in work, all this other shit, he wasn't the cool dude back in the day or even now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like that. So now, you know, you got other people kind of speaking out. So when we see niggas like Kyrie and Kanye speaking on this type of time, then we need to support them as much as we can. Why the fuck do they got to apologize for an opinion? They should not have to apologize. They really didn't say nothing crazy. Like, I can see if they were out here like Adolf Hitler or Fidel Castro, just preaching and getting the people riled up. Like, they might post something, they might go on an interview and say something, but they're not trying to get the people riled up. And the fact that niggas got to apologize for every goddamn thing, it's like it to me is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like to me. And this next little clip, like, you know what I'm saying, while we keeping it going, it's like what my man just said on this little clip right here, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna show this right here, and again, what is there to say when you see some shit like this?
So, for those who saying that there's not an agenda out there, how do you explain this?
What?
So, for those who saying
Let's play
that
it again.
there's not an agenda out there, how do you explain this?
Yeah.
So, for those
man, that's
like
wow,
that there's not an agenda out there, how do you explain
real,
this?
Yes, that's real. That's a fucking real dog. Yes, and it kind of speaks for itself, though. For those, like he said, to explain that there's not an agenda, how do you speak about that? Like, what do you say when somebody shows you something like that? Like, we're trying to confuse our kids here, man. We getting lost in the sauce, people. This shit right here is a problem.
What's up, Jakina Blackman? That's right. What the fuck is this shit right here? A girl doll with a penis, man. There's some bull.
What's some comments, Trav? Go ahead, read one of the comments real quick.
I already did. I one number, Jakina Blackman, man. Shout out to Jakina Blackman. How you doing tonight? Oh, you talking about over here on Instagram?
Yeah.
Gregory Sands says the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah all day long. This is exactly the Europeans, particularly reverting back to openly, I might say, the behavior that was found in ancient Rome. The shit that we see on TV, you know, the bullshit that be on shows like Game of Thrones. They be a little savage on that. Some other shows too. I ain't just gonna call them out. He said this agenda is all about them worshiping the demonic forces and attempting to convert our people into their wickedness.
Absolutely.
On a black baby doll too?
Yeah, on a black baby doll. So you can go, but see, this is the thing though.
Shout out to Fidel the Barber, man. What's going on, dog? Peace to you.
Peace, King.
This shit here
but
crazy.
Yeah, that situation right there, man. When you see this right here, this is where you know, like, okay, bro, it's an agenda. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need to stop acting like it's not and try to confront it. How do we combat it? Because most people know, right? People know something freaky is going on. These are the tales, the freaky tales. But
yeah,
this right here lets you know that it's a fucking agenda, bro. And what do we do about this, right? Because you a sick parent if you buy some shit like this. And if I find out you teaching this to my kid, but if I find out you teaching this to my kid, obviously they're making these for something, right? So if I find out you teaching this to my kid, or somebody buys something like this, like, to me, man, I can't really explain it, bro. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of like, it's like, yo, like, what is we saying for real?
Right. That's crazy, man. That's ridiculous, bro. Like, that's actually ridiculous.
Yeah. I had that in the cut, man. I know you didn't know. I know you didn't know. You know, I know you didn't know I had that, but you know, like I said, man, y'all just got to be mindful for what's going on. And when you see people going against the grain, like Kanye West, Kyrie Irving, like, man, we got to support these dudes, man. We can't let them get canceled. You know, the fact that they're taking up donations for Kanye to be a fucking billionaire again, I feel like that's yeah. And look, that's setting up Kanye, like I said, to run in 2024. That's all this is about to do. It's about to set my man up for that. But like I said, man, we'll get off the agenda for a second. This next thing right here, and this is in 2022. Like, I thought this was very popular back when I was coming up, right? Like, this was, you know, like it was girls doing this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you would think that, oh, they're busted or they're Down syndrome, some crazy shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, but nah, bro. Nah.
Shout out to Fidel the Barber, man. He said, burn it. He talking about that dog. Burn it. I feel you.
Burn that shit.
That
hey,
shit up, man.
Fidel, man, I feel you, bro. We definitely need to get that shit up out of here, man. I just want to show y'all what's really going on out here on these streets. They processing dolls with little wee-wees.
But crazy, man. That shit wow.
But listen, enough of the little wee-wees, all right? Yeah, this shit right here, man, like I was saying, bro. This right here is still going on in 2022. And I think you know, and I was talking to my one female friend, you know what I'm saying, a while ago. Shout out to E. Like, she was telling me she was at a spot and her friend got done like this. And her, you know, and she was like, and I was like, yo, send me a picture. I'm like, man, she must have been busted. You must have been one of your busted friends. She sent me a picture. I'm like, yo, she all right. And she got ran like this at the spot. And I'm like, was she a prostitute? And she was like, nah, man, we was just kicking it and just whoop, it went that way.
It went that way.
Like that way. Yeah. Shout out to the Migos. But yeah, but we need to play this, man, because she gonna let you know how she feeling.
Yes, I like being ran. Yes, I like gangbangs. I like being manhandled by several different men at once. If you want to call it being ran, you call whatever the fuck you want. I'm sexually liberated and I'm a goddess and I deserve to have hands all over my body.
Right.
I deserve to be worshipped. Like, why not? I deserve that attention.
Sure. All right. So you
yes.
Interesting. So she thinks it's okay. She thinks it's cool. I mean, I guess it is cool for her, man. You know, she's grown.
But the thing is, see, you missing the two things.
I ain't
missing two things. No, listen to this. Listen to this. She say, I'm sexually liberated.
Liberated, right.
And she say that I'm a goddess. Now, I want to know from any female in the chat, right? Is getting ran or having, you know, whatever you want to call it, like she said, right? Is this being liberated as a female? Does this tie into exactly? I was just singing that earlier. These are the tales, the freaky tales. These are the tales that I tell so well. Shout out to my nigga Show. But I want to know though, like, is this something that you feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, does this mean that you're liberated because of this right here? Is this some liberation, or is this you just being a slur?
What is sexual liberation? Just
I want to know. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for somebody to get in the chat and tell me what sexual liberation is. Is this what you call sexual liberation? For those who didn't hear it, do we need to play it again? Run that shit back.
Run it back.
Run it back.
I like being ran. Yes.
I like being ran.
Yes. I like gangbangs. I like being
now
manhandled by.
Gangbang is,
you know,
4 or more niggas. That is typical. That's a gangbang, right? Okay, continue.
Several different men at once. If you want to call it being ran, you call whatever the fuck you want. I'm sexually liberated and I'm a goddess and I deserve to have hands all over my body.
Right.
I deserve to be worshipped. Like, why not? I deserve that attention.
Sure. All right.
I mean, she's a nice looking woman too. She's not ugly, so I'm not understanding.
Listen,
like,
exactly. Listen, and this is what I was shocked about coming up. And this is what I was shocked about. Like I said, when my homegirl sent me that chick, and I looked, and I'm like, damn, she's not bad looking. And like I said, bro, a nigga cannot say, you know, I just want to know, is this sexual liberation? Or are you liberated as a female because you're free enough to do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I want to know.
Yeah, man.
Well, let's read some of the comments that's on there. Trav, what we got?
Hey man, shout out my nigga Fidel, man. Fidel said you have to let the bleep be a bleep. DJ Tad 314 said, well, at least she's honest. I had to respect that. Do you gotta respect that for being honest? Do you respect her for being honest, Donnie?
I definitely do. I respect her for being honest, but I want to know. I want to know though, is this the new form of liberation though? Is the new form of liberation because she's saying, look, I'm free because of this. I'm free because of my sexual activity. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what I want to know. I want to know, is this something that, does this make you free? Does this make you somebody that that feels open? You know what I mean? Because like you said, if you getting ran through, choked up, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to know.
I got a little info on sexual liberation. Sexual liberation derived from a social movement in the 60s that challenged the norms of behavior related to sexuality and sexual relationships throughout the United States. So United States shit. The movement was created to remove the guilt or judgment that comes with freely meeting sexual needs. So I guess because you like certain shit, you sexually liberated, so you don't feel guilty about it. If you like about 13 hot dogs on your forehead, it is what it is. You shouldn't have that many hot dogs on your forehead. Them nigga dicks should be touching. That's a little extra free for me. I'm not with none of that. But you know, I guess my nigga, shit. You know what I'm saying? You be sexually liberated, shit. You don't want a nigga because it's called, if I guess women don't want to be slut shamed. The ones that are sluts, so they say I'm sexually liberated. Amber Rose.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. But I mean, I think, you know, like I said, we played a clip the last episode. Homegirl had 2 boyfriends. This, like I said, I think now we're in a place where the culture has moved forward. Okay, shout out to Miss Blackman for getting in the comment and letting us know how she feels about the situation. Said nothing surprises me. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I ain't know you were finna read it. She said nothing surprises me anymore, but what she is explaining is sexual liberation. I just can't do it. So you can't have goddamn one in the front and one in the back, one in your mouth and one in your butthole or something like that. You know what I'm saying? She said, Jakina said she can't do it. But it's two, so is I think 2 men can, a lot of women would say that's a threesome. I mean, the proper term for it is a devil's 3-way. But that's still kind of like you get ran, bitch. You get ran with 2 niggas on you. Do you agree with me, Donnie?
Yeah, I mean,
just 2.
but
2.
she really played though. She said, "Gang bang,
really
choke me up,
gang
open
bang,
me
all
up."
that.
Like she wanted it all. Facts. Had to Google it.
Body by nurse case said no. That's nasty to me.
Yeah.
I ain't do it.
So obviously the women have spoken in the chat, and they basically have said that this is not, like, you know what I'm saying, this ain't sexual liberation. You know what I'm saying? This is humiliation.
No, I don't think. I think
that's a train. Exactly.
But she
said you can call it.
They don't want to do.
She said you can call it whatever you want to call it, though. You can call it a train. You can call it a gangbang, whatever. She said, I'm sexually liberated and I'm a fucking goddess for that. Drop a bomb for the fucking goddess. She feels that she's a fucking goddess. We blowing up shit for that shit right there.
So let me ask you something, Donnie. How do you feel? Yeah. How do you feel a person that is dating her would feel if he found out that she, you know, then got ran through?
I think a lot of these niggas, man, you got to understand, man, if a dude gonna deal with her, she seems very open, right? She seems very open, and I think she'll probably tell a nigga that she can't be with one nigga, or this is what you're gonna have to do to keep me happy. That's not something that's not conducive for an older nigga. Now, if you in your 20s, you know what I'm saying, you got time to turn her into a housewife or whatever, then whatever. But if you are older nigga, you just want to play with that. That's nothing that you trying to motherfucking housewife or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think a man can psychologically be with a woman knowing that a woman that got stretched out and manhandled like that, especially how she like it. She like to get gang bang and buckled and shit. She like to get.
I want to read this one comment right here from Big Dave, man. He said, "I'm all for women doing whatever they want with their body. I just ask that you don't try to bash men when you 45 and actually want to settle down and get married. But nobody wants somebody that's ran through."
Drop a bomb for motherfucking Big Dave, bro.
Big Dave, man, says some real shit, man.
He said some real shit.
Because that
don't nobody want somebody that everybody done fucking had. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas control the sexual outcome. Like, that's just really what it is. A nigga, once he started fucking you and shit like that, and then if you start off with condoms, eventually the condom's gonna come off. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then if a nigga start busting in you or whatever, or a nigga just might be nasty off top and want to bust in you as soon as he motherfucking meet you. I mean, whatever the case may be, it's still a situation to where a nigga kind of control it once he just, once you decide to let him in, he kind of dictates that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just different, man, because a nigga can't see what's inside your hole. You can see if a nigga, not only a nigga can have an odor just like a chick, right? But a nigga dick can be pickled, and you can see that shit on the outside. They got a whole fucking deal pickle. Of course you ain't about to put that in your mouth. Of course you ain't about to shove that in your pussy. It just ain't happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ain't nothing got us about that, dog.
Ain't nothing got us about her.
Yeah, no, facts.
If the barber said can't go for that, I feel you, dog.
Yeah, man. So I mean, that's just my take on it, man. So obviously we get the take from the chat. Ain't nobody feeling the liberation part or the goddess part. They just feel like you just want to get loose and it's all good. You said you got endless juice. You want to give it to the whole crew. I mean, hey, like I said, this shit been going on since the beginning of the time. Let's not act like every girl ain't got one of those in the family. They come like crackheads.
Yeah,
like,
she isn't choice.
Like
everybody's.
Yeah. I mean, but at the end of the day, bro, like this is what makes the overall game. You know what I'm saying? Like that. They have an understanding of what they want to do and how they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just really what it is. So I respect her for that. No cap. But this next little thing, man, now this some weird shit, bro. And this really indicates, man, what niggas really been eating on. Cause it's like a little story of this one dude, man, where he was on some weirdo shit, man. He wanted to feed you motherfucking human parts. So this is what you done ate rat, you done ate fingers, all that shit. When you hear this fucking story that's about to fucking come on this goddamn screen. And you know what I'm saying? Ain't no sense of trying to act like you didn't. You know what I mean?
This is why you should be careful what you eat. In 1990, Joe Matheny opened up a burger stand. It became very popular, but what many didn't know is that they were eating burgers made out of humans. See, Joe had a rough childhood, and as an adult, him and his wife were addicted to that white rock. One day, his wife left him with their baby and ran away with her pimp. This made Joe angry. That night, he searched under a bridge looking for his wife and her pimp because he wanted to end their lives. But when he couldn't find them, he decided to take his anger out on other dope heads and homeless people around the area. That night, he unalived 5 people in 7 hours. He was finally caught and blamed for 2 of those murders, but he only spent 18 months in jail because of the lack of evidence. Once he got out, he realized he had an addiction for unaliving people, this time taking his victims' meat and opening up a burger stand. When he eventually ran out of meat, he went on another spree to get more, but eventually one of his victims got away, and he was caught and police arrested him. When talking to the cop, he said he would sell pork rolls and human meat mixed together all the time, saying if you season them just right, they both tasted the same. This is why you should be careful what you eat. And
interesting.
More than fucking interesting. Like
right, they taste the same.
But look at this nigga, man. Like this nigga, like at the end of the day, this is nigga that opened up the spot. Now I don't know if he was the one making the burgers or he was actually cooking the food, but this nigga looks terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when you look at homes, it's like, you know, like it's a lot of shit. Like I don't really know like who buying burgers from this dude, but the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he was using
Somebody
human meat.
was. Somebody
No,
was.
it was popular. I mean, that's what they said. I mean, like a lot of people obviously were, but the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like that's what I'm saying, bro. I'd be so skeptical about like burgers and shit like that, bro, because patties can be made out of anything. So I just gave it up. I've already come to the conclusion that I've eaten fucking like a form of human meat or something like that.
Human meat.
Yeah.
At least some cat.
Yeah. I mean, definitely nigga ate a rat.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole nine, bro. But I mean, you got to think about it, bro. When shit get hard for niggas ain't like, if a nigga had a restaurant and you an opposite race, like a Chinese or whatever the case may be.
Cat all the time,
Yeah. You don't think, nigga, they done caught some rats coming out of their shit, nigga, and fried some rats and cut them motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Put some sauce on them, nigga, and they ready to roll. Like they eat rat over in China for real. Like they eat rat. It's just not quote unquote edible over here. I personally think niggas done ran through about a dozen rats, nigga, in life, nigga. Fuck out of here. Maybe some of the best Chinese food done been rat, because they gonna make that shit real good because they know it ain't fucking chicken or what you think you might be getting. So the fact that this psycho was feeding people fucking bodies and then was really killing niggas to do that, like this nigga like a Jeffrey Dahmer or some shit like that. At least Dahmer wasn't motherfucking cooking it and feeding it to niggas. You know what I'm saying? He was eating the hearts and shit itself. This nigga was fucking furnishing his whole, you know what I'm saying, day of meat with a fucking body or something like that. You know what I mean? So this right here, I don't understand. There's also this next thing too that's popping up, man, or whatever the case may be. A lot of people's talking about, like, no, to be honest, nobody's talking about it, right? And this should kind of be, you know, in the headline. You know what I mean? Like this need to be like all over the headline. I don't know why people are not.
Man. And nobody is. And I just found out about this today, bro. I mean, of course, this was posted 4 hours ago, but Eric Holder Jr.'s sentencing in Nipsey Hussle's murder has been postponed over inconsistency in jury's verdict. Man, they've been spanning this man for the longest. How long Nip been dead? You know
and it just goes to show, man, it's some weird shit going on with this. The fact that this doesn't get the publicity. Now, mind you, Nipsey Hussle was one of the biggest deaths in the and I would say of the 2000s. The way that they publicized it and shit like that, Nipsey might have been the most publicized, glorified, the whole mortalized death of the 2000s. Let's just keep it a beat. So I feel the fact that this ain't like a public trial where people could see this trial, and you know they got this thing all under wraps, and they keep pushing it back, and people talking about they don't want to testify and all type of weird shit. And this is supposed to be the man that's immortalized now, like the modern day Tupac. I find this shit kind of weird.
It is, man. It's very weird.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I find this shit kind of spooky, man, to be honest. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's the end of the year, bro. It's the end of the year. Didn't this man trial start in June or something like that?
Yeah.
I think. Right. My man Fidel the Barber said he was hired.
I agree. Like it's something behind this right here that people are not talking about. A lot of people ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they trying to make you forget by dropping bodies, more bodies, I should say, and trying to make you forget about Nipsey. But I really want to know what's up with this shit. Like, what's up with it? What's really going on?
Yeah, man. It's a little spooky, man. You know. They're gonna sweep this shit up under the rug, man. We'll never know. And then they're gonna say, well, you're not in LA. You know, you're in Georgia, and whatever. So should be all
so let me ask you, do you think that this guy will ever be brought to trial? I mean, he's already on trial, my bad. Do you ever think that to justice? And will we see the justice?
I mean, that should say inconsistency in jury's verdict. So obviously, he fucking around to have a hung jury. So we'll see. I don't know how. When it should be obvious. Did he say he killed Nipsey? I can't remember.
Did he say he killed Nipsey? Yeah, he said he killed Nipsey, but he's
was
pleading
insanity. He's pleading insane, right?
Yeah, insane in the fucking membrane. That's what he's doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Insane in the membrane. Like, but the fact that they like this dude's gonna end up getting off or going into some type of mental home or something like that. I definitely think it's gonna be something like that. It ain't gonna be like, you know, he going to jail. You know what I mean?
For the barber asked a question. Do you know how many chambers are in a courtroom? I'm guessing. I do not know how many chambers are in a courtroom. Go ahead and drop that answer in the comments for them. Now let us know why you.
Ain't it 36 chambers?
That's goddamn woo. Might be.
Ain't that where they got that shit from?
I don't know. No, they got that shit from some kung fu shit. I'm finna Google that though.
You said some kung fu? Some kung fu kicking all like that.
Yeah, that's probably where the woo shit came from. Oh. They said they slide you in and out. Yeah, they do. I done been to a couple of courtrooms, and I do remember them, you know, nigga, them sliding ins and outs, shit like that. All kind of embarrassing moments coming out, nigga, in flip flops and in the county blues.
Embarrassing as hell.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I ain't had no haircut in forever.
That be the thing. It's like when you got a beard,
though.
when you got a beard and you go to fucking jail, that'd be the worst. Because until you get like put up and shit like that, it ain't really no barbers and nothing. Niggas, you know, using dry razors and it's just crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Crazy. He went to a mental hospital after he shot him. He did immediately after he shot him. He went to a mental hospital.
It's something spooky. Like I said, it's something
spooky, man.
It's spooky behind that nip. It's a lot of shit going on around that. Like I still question the whole, the murder and everything, but that's for another episode. But this situation, I knew it had to be something, bro. And I'm glad now that this information is now starting to come out. You feel what I'm saying? Because Dwayne Wade's ex-wife accuses him of, you know what I'm saying, like pressure anxiety to, you know what I'm saying, change name and gender. And I believe that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like we said this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like it's something going on with this. Where is the mother? And now the mother is tired of being silent. You know, you got to think, man, how Dwayne Wade, back when he tried to get custody of his kids and when he got custody of both of his boys, he was telling the court that, oh, they need a man in their life.
You see that comment right there, Donnie?
Yeah. What's going on?
You see that comment right there?
What? Okay, yeah.
This means that nigga been grooming his son to be a girl for years now, and I believe that, bro.
Yes,
I really
man.
believe that, man.
Facts, bro. And seeing this shit right here with Dwayne Wade is flawed, man. Shout out to Miss Blackman. Always wondered how she felt about the situation. Me too. Exactly. I always wondered, like, yo, like, how do you feel about this situation? Like, does this situation right here make you, you know what I'm saying, feel proud that your son is being posterized as a full-on female? And that's what I'm saying, man. It's a lot of bullshit that goes on in Hollywood, and niggas need to start calling that shit out, bro. All this weird shit is not coming from people that we know, everyday folk. It's getting projected on us from these niggas from Hollywood. Like, let's just call it what it is. And ever since he made his son a bitch, like now, motherfucking, he got shows on fucking TV. Goddamn, he's still on goddamn, fucking TNT and all that type of shit. You know, he got the bag, he got the payoff to sell his son out, and it's crazy, man. And now the mama's speaking out, and the mama's like, yo, like, I didn't approve of this, and this is what's really going on behind closed doors. And like, but the whole point is, when Dwayne Wade was fighting for custody of for his sons, that's what he told the judge. He said, "Yo, I need to teach them how to be men. They're boys." Well, man, nigga, you failed them. You failed them, bro. Like that. That's really what happened right here, man. This is a failed parent right here. Like, how can you be proud? Nor like you're the one championing this, supporting this. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you be proud? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm glad that the mama just decided to come out. She needed to come out, speak her mind one time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, I don't approve of this shit. And how can a female not approve of this shit, but you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your mom, the mama, like, hell no, I ain't feeling this shit. But you all cool with it. You and Gabrielle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit crazy, bro. And
right. Jakina Blackman said, I just think he's too young to make that kind of decision. What if he changes his mind? But shit, they're gonna change the nigga dick before he changes his mind. Even to cut
absolutely. But see, and this is the thing though. Now that we know that there's some pressure behind the scenes, see, the mama wasn't saying nothing at first. Now she the one making these comments that he's pressuring her. So it's over with now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't already butt broken him and everything. He sacrificed his son to Moloch. It's over with. Ain't nothing else to talk about. You know what I'm saying? He's giving his son away, and this is why, you know what I'm saying, he'll be rich forever, famous forever, because of shit like this, man. Like, motherfuckers got to understand what these niggas is willing to do to maintain their positions.
The agenda is to make our young black men flip switches. I agree with you on that, Fidel the Barber. That's a fact. That is definitely the agenda. That's to depopularize our culture, man, our community, our people.
Yeah, I mean that's exactly what it is. You know,
if I said that word right.
No. I mean, you said it. You said it right. I mean, at the end of the day, like I feel like turning the men into females is the agenda. Like Professor Griff said, y'all go check out our channel. Y'all see the original Griff video. Dropped that back 10 years ago, and he told y'all the agenda, man. He said to make the generation that was coming wear purses, skirts, you know what I'm saying, and turning these niggas out. And that's what's been going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't think it's going to stop. It's like, obviously, like I said, we've showed things on this show to show niggas like, oh shit, yeah, there's a fucking agenda. You know what I mean? Like, and that's real.
Fidel the Barber said, great show. I did it. Growing on conversation. Appreciate that, dog.
Appreciate that, man. Drop a bomb for my nigga, the Barber, Fidel. Damn right, man. We trying to keep it funky, man, for the live ones and on replay. You know, like this shit is crazy too. I want to also mention this situation real quick, because now, you know, my conspiracy hand is up. So these one the niggas. So these were supposed to be the dudes that walked up and actually shot the fake bullets into Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? And they was convicted for murder. But obviously now it's coming out that it was some, you know, bullets from somewhere else. You know, so they got out and got a $36 million settlement. How you feel about this, Trav?
This is news to me. I ain't even read about this right here. I need to do a little research on it and see what's going on. These niggas got $36 million in a settlement after lawsuits were filed on their behalf against both the city and the state of New York last year. If they're being exonerated from murder, then what happened to Malcolm? Oh my God, what happened to Malcolm?
That's what I'm saying.
What happened to Malcolm? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, let's just stop acting like I know what happened to Malcolm.
And that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, bro, for the state to be willing to pay out. That's a lot of money.
That's definitely a lot of money. That's
definitely
a lot of money.
I don't think it's like the Central Park 5. I think they got like 75 million or something like that, but it was more people, but so that's a lot of money, man. So it's something fishy about this right here.
But at the end of the day, the fact that they attempted to motherfucking kill Malcolm X, nigga, to me, is bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't feeling that part. Like, damn, y'all really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. It was a sniper, CIA sniper at that, right? That took Malcolm out, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that these men were going to kill him, it's like, nigga, that's more than enough. I feel like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga, y'all attempted to kill him, but for y'all keeping y'all mouth shut and rolling with the punches, this is what we got for y'all. So congratulations. This next situation I feel is an L for all men, right? An L for all men all the way around. You know what I'm saying? When you see shit like this, it's like, okay, is the dating pool that fucked up that Miss Puerto Rico and Miss Argentina just said, fuck it, we gonna get married? Do you feel like this is an L for the male culture, Trav?
Nope.
You don't feel like that? You don't feel like niggas is missing
out?
out?
I don't feel like this is an L for the male culture at all. I don't feel like men are missing out because they probably still have fun with men. They just married each other.
They just married each other. That's what you think?
They just married each other, man.
That's what it is. It looks like they're very happy though. So congratulations to Miss Puerto Rico and Miss Argentina. I do feel like they took an L for this one. Next one though, do we feel that Mr. Bow Wow took an L? You know, Bow Wow wanted to goddamn had a little something to say and threw his shot. And I think this reverberates what people feel about Bow Wow in the industry culture. Bow Wow asked us out, AEW wrestler Jade Cargill, and she responds by roasting his pockets, basically stating that, hey, Bow Wow, you ain't got enough money to date me. And you know, at the end of the day, yeah, Bow Wow need to get out the DMs. He definitely doesn't need to be reaching out to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Trying to shoot a shot. I mean, what you feel about this one, Trav?
That's funny, man. I feel like old boy right here in the comments, Sir Hall from the 302. Shorty just got put on that diet WWE league and has the audacity to talk about somebody else's pocket. That's just fact. AEW ain't paying nobody nothing, my nigga. That's like an amateur wrestling league, but it's really not. It's professional wrestling. It comes on TV, but I ain't talking about nothing. And she kind of like in her character for real. You know what I'm saying? Still, so I don't know if this was on actually the AEW wrestling. Did he hop in the inbox or what?
So let me ask you: do you think Bow Wow probably really got it behind the scenes?
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. We'll leave it at that, man. Hopefully Bow Wow was able to capitalize.
Jakina Blackman said she didn't have to say all that though. I feel you know that's why I said it all might be just you know how wrestling is. Wrestling is a bunch of acting. Anyway, so no, Bow Wow out here on the front of the do-rag pack, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He on every beauty store wall.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is right now.
He doing something out here.
Yeah. But that's why they better put some respect on Bow Wow's name. So let me ask you too, man. So for this next one, right? Do you think that this is a major win or a major L for our old school? Like, she was around for my mama. You know what I'm saying? Did Cher win? And this is why I say all these motherfuckers got something. They got some diseases and shit. Cher spotted out with Amber Rose, 36-year-old ex, some weird nigga, Alexander Edwards. Is this a win for Cher or what are we talking about?
I mean, for her it is, you know, I guess, you know, she get us some young, you know, she got a little young tender there, you know. Yeah. She double his age, you know what I'm saying? I don't see what he could actually be getting out of her except but some money. She's probably the ultimate cougar, sugar mama. So, you know, would I take a spin with Chef?
I mean,
I probably
at 76,
would, you know what I'm saying? She probably smell funny. She probably smells
at 76. I think that's a little bit.
It's out of. I mean, you know.
Oh,
but it's too old for what though?
It's too old for what? It's too old for that. Fucking 76.
So it's too old for fucking.
Listen. This nigga is just an industry pawn. Obviously, since Amber Rose dumped him, he has nothing going on. He might as well fuck Cher, right? Because he has to keep a couple dollars in his pocket. He's like a fucking high-paid escort at this point.
Probably,
you know what I'm saying?
Too.
Cher, but hey,
bro.
Shout out to Cher for motherfucking still keeping the gangster. She out here living her motherfucking vida, goddamn loca. So I can't knock Cher. Now, this next thing, real quick, let's get this pulled up.
Crazy too.
Yeah. It's definitely crazy. So this next thing I want to know too, man, is this a win or an L for Mr. Kanye West on this situation. Obviously, now we found out that he can't sell the Black Lives or White Lives Matter shirts because black men own the trademark. Did they beat him to the punch, Trav, or do you think they've been on the trademark? What's going on?
I think they probably beat him to the punch, or they could have been owning it, but they went on here and bought that trademark so nobody could ever put that shit on the shirt. You know, it could have been a couple years ago. It could have been when BLM started. It could have been just recently when they seen Kanye West put that shit on a t-shirt. But obviously they spent that little change and they made sure that shit stay. They making sure that shit stay locked up in a safe somewhere. Now, if this shit come out and we see this shit in Walmart and places like that in Target, then you know it was an agenda behind it. The whole time.
Damn. Yeah. But shout out to them niggas for beating Kanye to the punch. But at one point, Kanye had enough money, he could have bought that shit from them niggas. I know everybody has a goddamn price.
Hey, my boy for there, the barber said Madonna. He right. Madonna be on that same shit.
Yeah. Shout out to Cher. Shout out to Madonna. Listen, when you get older, listen, it's your life. You got to live. I heard at one point in time when you hit 40 that it was supposed to have been over and all that shit. That's a myth.
Hey, what is Madonna doing with Kanye West and Antonio Brown? With them
man, she was playing. What you mean? Madonna playing. She got a BBL. She's out here playing. And Madonna's still worth hundreds of millions of dollars. A nigga who ain't got shit going on will be seen with Madonna flat the fuck out. Let's just keep it a bean. You know what I'm saying? Just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't even gonna play. We ain't even gonna play with that one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean the next thing, obviously, man. This right here, bro, is to why we don't need to support rap, right? Where rap is going. Now, first off, let me say that this nigga is from 63rd, right? Supposedly he signed a Lil Durk. Lil Durk making this nigga do weird shit to motherfucking even get on. I just want to show what this nigga done tattooed on his fucking head, man. What do you
bro?
Say?
It do hit different when Lil Durk made me tattoo my face, bro. It do hit different when Durk made me tattoo my face. It do hit different. My shit healing right now. It do hit different. Durk told me, bro, the only way that y'all was gonna understand it is peace right now, bro, if I bring this shit together. So it do hit different anytime J Man, y'all see OTF J Man with tattoos on his face. Motherfucker like, all right, bro, we see you got the 63rd right in the middle of your motherfucking forehead. Is you crazy? I say, nah, bro, we together now. Durk told me get the 63rd right in front of the middle of your forehead. I say, why in the middle, Durk? He say, bro, all over the internet, motherfuckers saying you switch. Let these motherfuckers know you ain't switched, bro. Put that 63rd, you take that 63rd shit to your motherfucking head. Put that motherfucker on your forehead. It do hit different when I take that 63rd shit to the head. So Durk told me, put that shit on your forehead, put OTF right above it. So that's what I did, bro. My shit still whooping right now. It do hit different.
I just want to listen. First off, this nigga, it do hit different when you let another motherfucking man tell you to tat something on the middle of your motherfucking head. And ain't this what them niggas say? They ain't from whatever. They from 60. They ain't from 63rd. Whatever. Like I don't understand, bro. Like what the fuck do these niggas be thinking, bro? Like what would be on these guys' mind, man?
For that,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Mark of the beast, nigga.
Mark of the beast, yeah. Pray for him, man. This nigga said it do hit different. It do hit different, man. When you go fucking viral, man, for tatting something like that on your fucking forehead.
Oh yeah, man. You look stupid as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? Like, period. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for you to tat something like that on your fucking forehead, man, you's a fucking clown. Like, I can't. You can't make this shit up, right? When you see shit like this, man. But I just wanted to throw that in there, man. That's just our little rapid fire, man. We just want to rapid fire. We ain't from 63rd. Shout out my body by Nurse K. Yeah, we ain't from 63rd, man. You already know, man. This shit right here is crazy, right?
Man.
Yeah, man. This shit is nuts, bro. This shit is nuts, man.
Nuts, man. That nigga crazy, man. That shit look like it hurt, bro. That nigga forehead.
He said it, man. It hit different, bro.
Man,
my man said it hit different. You know what I'm saying? But also the last one, before we get into the main topic, right? Because we ain't hitting on this main topic. We saved it for the end of the show. Shout out to the ones that stayed through because we about to get into the heat. But this is the last thing I wanted to put out, right? Do you think this shit is real when you see shit like this? Because, at the end of the day, bro, they say that this shit was real at one point in time. Where did they go? Did one fall out the fucking sky? I need to know what y'all think about this shit when you see this right here, man. Like, yeah, man.
Let's check this thing out. My homegirl posted this, Bagels and Shades. I was on her radio show. I've watched it over 100 times. I went into it trying to debunk it. Like, nah, there's no way this is real. This is a prop. But that shit looks so real to me. Now, one thing I do know is there are real dragons. We know that they've tried to hide this knowledge from us for a long time. But could that be something from a set? I don't know, I mean, that son of a bitch looks so real to me. It definitely don't look like the dragon from Game of Thrones, though. Let's take one more look.
That shit from the House of Dragons, nigga. Shit,
you guys let me know what you think.
That shit do look real, though, Danny.
Man, shit look real than a motherfucker. Like
that thing flew down and swooped you up.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, it just, like, think about it, bro. Like, why can't it be real?
They say them reptilians are descendants of the dragons, too.
Reptilian.
Look at them teeth. Oh, man.
That shit freaky.
Them little feathers are floating in the wind. I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know.
I wish I could see some shit like that, man. Why I got to be these motherfuckers? Let me see some shit like that. Shit. I'm trying to avatar this.
We done posted some weird shit, man, the last couple of lives, though, bro. Remember the motherfucking little spider thing that was on the goddamn light? Like, yeah, man, it's like it's getting spooky out here, man. Like I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I definitely think I definitely think it's crazy. That's really all I can say, man, about this situation right here. But this right here, man, this next thing, obviously, and y'all tell me what y'all think about that. I know my nigga the barber right here, Fidel, like, yo, yes, I kind of leaning on the side that you on. I do feel like that was kind of spooky, and it could be some truth behind that. Like, maybe one just came out the sky or something like that. Right, Miss Blackman, right. I don't know what to think either. Like, I kind of, what I'm saying? I'm on the fence, but like, where did all this stuff go? Like, all this stuff they said that once upon a time did exist, witches, warlocks, dragons, you know what I'm saying? Like, all this stuff, like, where did it go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to question reality. And, at DeadBolt ATL, we definitely throw that in there. We want y'all to question this reality that we live in, We're not telling you that it's right or what is wrong. We just trying to open up your mind so you can see what's going on out here, make your own determination. You know what I'm saying? But this next thing, man, is the most obviously talked about thing, man. This situation, man, I had to sit back and, I kind of seen how it's been playing out. But obviously we all know what happened with Takeoff from the Migos, man. So we definitely want to first send our condolences to Takeoff family, his camp, Migos, QC, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, this is right here in Atlanta, right here. This hit home, you know what I'm saying? And for it to happen on Hallows Eve, right? And we know the significance of Hallows Eve, there's a lot of sacrifices given on that day. Obviously, the month of November is the satanic month, number one satanic month on their calendar. It's a lot of weird shit that goes on between the 31st and the 1st. But nevertheless, my man Takeoff lost his life. And, it's some different shit, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Trav, for one, I'll turn it over to you because I want to know how you feel about the shit ultimately. But I got a little video about, that we want to obviously play just to see the layout of really what it was, and really was this something other than what they're reporting. You know what I mean?
Is this the video right here, though? This is what I got up.
Yeah, we slide through the
You
town,
got
man.
some out. This is what you talking about?
Yes. So right now we see in this video.
Yeah, also.
They're loud as hell.
Yeah, we on the 5th. Yeah, the 5th ward. Like this motherfucker. Now I got one for you now. I got a 6-1 coming.
Okay, so pause it right here.
Yeah, we slide.
So obviously we see that Quavo was about to gift him, you know what I'm saying, a 6-1 or whatever, you know, basically referring to a car. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I got,
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I got one for you. Like, I got one for you, not a gift. He was like, I got one, nigga. Like, I got one. He got one in the shop. They working on it.
Oh, okay,
I got one for you. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, it was his birthday though. You know, it was his birthday or whatever the case may be. It could have been, you know, he got the bread. He could have gifted him one. He up there riding with him personally through the streets of Houston. So everything is good, right? Everything is straight. So, but this is the actual video I think that we got from the actual bowling alley. And I think this has my man Jay Prince, Jay Prince Jr. in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it does. So now we're gonna see him. Obviously, you know, that's him with the chain. And we're gonna run it back so y'all don't see it. But he pretty much damn near stepped over takeoff.
Let me play that.
Okay, let's play it real quick.
All this shit, don't ask me what that.
Maddie, come inside, Maddie.
Bring out.
We got bread laid out.
So,
you all right, my nigga?
So this situation right here, right? We see Jay Prince Jr., who was just with Quavo. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much just walk past like ain't shit.
He got a
fucking happen.
Bit.
You know what I'm saying? And like, first off, it's supposed to be mob ties, right? Like, we supposed to be protected by mob ties. You know, they allegedly run Houston, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're gonna get into this because I don't want you to. I want to scroll back. We're gonna get into some of this because I want to point out. Some of this because, like I said, shout out to this page that we're getting the information from. This is Larry Johnson. For those who don't know Larry Johnson, he was a running back for the Kansas City Chiefs at one point in time in the early 2000s. He was with Rockefeller. He was signed with them. He made multiple Pro Bowls. So anybody who follows football knows that my man was one of the, best in the game at one point in time. So, and he also went to Penn State. So he's been a dog. But Larry Johnson be posting a lot of the gematria and numerology stuff. And it's a lot of stuff that's connected to this. Because remember, like I said, they feed off our frequencies and energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of shit that people really don't really be on. But this is what they feed off of. So when we see certain things, and I'm just now getting into this, but when I see certain things, I'm like, yo, like, okay, so they were with Jay Prince. Obviously, we could see because him and Quavo was together. So this in a sense, makes me feel like it was some sort of lineup. Because in that video, when Quavo and Jay Prince Jr. was together, you didn't see Takeoff, right? So we didn't see Takeoff in that car. So,
not in the car.
So, was this some type of lineup? You know what I'm saying? Because we got to understand, like, we know sacrifices is real, right? There's public knowledge now that when Whitney Houston was in the bathtub, nigga, they knew that she was dead. Black folks was fucking still partying like it was 1999, nigga, when she was in the bathtub dead. And they got her ass ushered up out of there, nigga, before the award ceremony. That's fact, right? So this situation right here, for them to be together and for him to act so non-concerned when somebody that was out there on his merit is laid out with his noodles on the fucking ground, it really don't line up to me, man. Because from people who was reporting it, who were there, saying that Takeoff, you know what I'm saying, was in the cut, really wasn't talking to nobody, wasn't active. It was some people reporting that he didn't even have liquor in his cup. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty much just like a blank cup. He was just holding the cup the whole night. Shit like that. So it you know, it makes me kind of wonder overall, like, okay, was this a lineup? Because where the Migos currently sit at, right? And I seen a chart earlier. I should have captured it and sent it. But the chart, them niggas is like 99 out of 100 as far as like on the billboards and shit like that, as far as charting and shit like that with artists. So right now, these niggas is like on the downward trajectory. The number one artist on their label is Lil Baby. They're not even the number one artist. It's been that way for a few years now. So why wouldn't they offer some type of sacrifice, right, on this particular day? You know, to see, because remember, at one point in time, Takeoff made a comment about Cardi B. You know, remember they was just on Drink Champs or whatever show they was on, and they was like, yo, who would you ride with, Nicki Minaj or Cardi B? And both of them said Nicki Minaj. You feel what I'm saying? So we can't act like that Offset couldn't be coerced by Cardi B to motherfucking make a sacrifice. And Quavo, we can tell Quavo just want to be in the light. Like Takeoff, I don't really think he gives a fuck if he was in the light or not. He just doesn't seem like that type of dude. But when you look at Quavo, Quavo's the diva. So why wouldn't Quavo want to goddamn, you know, take that deal? You know what I'm saying? So that's the question I got, because just watching how Jay Prince Jr. walked over that body, that didn't sit right with me.
Yeah, that was my first time actually seeing that.
Yeah. It just didn't sit right
videos,
with me.
but it did kind of seem like I got to go, bro. I got to get up out of here.
Yeah. It just didn't.
Like, it's almost like the job was done.
Exactly. And the fact that it took Jay Prince Sr. 3 days to post a really unapologetic post about Takeoff, and really was more upset about the person who filmed than the actual killing, it just makes you question it, bro.
Let me ask you something. How would you have felt if Jay Prince Sr. said nothing?
I would have felt the same way. I think he should have responded immediately, though, and took some type of responsibility, knowing that there's footage of him and his son. His son, I should say, with one of the members of the Migo. But like I said, it's kind of strange when you just see Quavo and Jay Prince Jr. And like I said, bro, and I want to scroll past. I want to go back to, Larry Johnson's thing, because I want to go scroll past and show this little satanic calendar that he posted in that clip thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to understand, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, like, we go a little left on this, so I don't want to lose some of y'all who really ain't open. But this is like the satanic little calendar joint right here. You know what I'm saying? And November from the 31st to the 1st is very high vibrational days, for what they got going on. And we got to understand, man, this is Holly weird. This is not Hollywood, right? This is Holly weird. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is trying to get status. Like I told y'all, the Migos was falling off. Like, niggas ain't fucking with the Migos. They might have been number one when they dropped their album for about an hour, and then they was kicked off. That was the shortest number one ever. They sold 30,000, I think, first week. Come on, man. These niggas were selling 100, 200,000 and they peak. So they were on the decline. So obviously with them splitting, right? Quavo and fucking Takeoff over here, Offset over here with Cardi B, who is in the fucking middle? Because like I told y'all, Quavo is a diva. So Quavo gonna go out there, he gonna stand out, do what he do on his own anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've seen that. He can go into acting, whatever he want to do. You know what I mean? Who was the one that they could have kind of got rid of? And that would have been Takeoff. You know what I mean? And like I said, if we look at the ones who all died in November, like, we got to understand, with this being the satanic month of the year, right? We've lost obviously Takeoff. We've lost my nigga King Von. We've lost Mo 3. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Let me get it because I got another person here. I think I'm missing one or whatever. We lost somebody else. We lost somebody else no, just in the month of November. Like in the month of November, we lost King Von. We lost Mo 3. You know what I'm saying? We lost Takeoff.
There's a couple more.
Yeah.
More, bro.
But and exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm missing. You know what I mean? Like I'm really missing like a couple of people. I think. Who else we kind of lost? Let me see real quick. I got it right here. And Young Dolph. But this was all since 2020. We lost King Von on 11/6 of 2020. We lost Mo 3 on 11/11 of 2020. We lost Young Dolph on 11/17 of 21. And now Takeoff on 11/1 of 22. I mean, we can see why the sacrifices are being made now that we can make the correlation with this calendar. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. So is it a coincidence? You know, and I think that's the thing that we got to kind of come to the realization on. Like, is this really a coincidence that we're losing? I'm talking about everybody I just named. You know what I'm saying? I would say besides Mo 3 will probably be the least of them all. You know what I'm saying? But the other three kind of like hit different. Everybody else, you know, was kind of, you know, like let's think about it. November and March, right? Because we lost Nipsey Hussle and we lost Kobe in March as well, right?
Yeah.
So those 2 months, who's going to be the next person? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to be the next person? But this situation to me don't sit right. It don't sit right the way that Jay Prince Jr. walked over him. It don't sit right the fact that there's a lot of stuff between, you know, like I said, the Migos and why they would do this. Like, what's the motive? I think there's a clear-cut motive, right? You know, because Quavo shit, you know, these niggas got to give sacrifices. These niggas got to do certain shit. You know, they went through the Nori's door, right? Like how we like to say, the door. These niggas definitely went through the fucking door. Let's not act like they didn't, right? So we know that there's certain sacrifices and certain things that got to be made when you fucking walk through the door. And last I checked, that nigga ain't, his mama ain't gone. He still got his sisters. You know, speaking of Quavo, all his family intact. Shit, who was it? You know, so to me, this is an ultimate energy sacrifice. And I feel like we need to watch and see what's going to happen, because this is right here. I feel like it's going to bring the Migos back together. I do feel that now Quavo and Offset going to come back together, and they're going to ride that momentum of losing, you know, Takeoff. We might hear a tribute song or whatever the fuck going on, but I do think it's going to be on something like that, on those type of lines.
Yeah, you're going to hear some. We'll see if Offset project come out on November the 11th, or they get that pushed back. What you think? You think they're gonna push that back?
I think
project.
I think he's going. I think he's going to end up. I would push it back. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the funeral ain't gonna be this weekend. It'll probably be like next week sometime. I don't think you want to, you know, because when your album out, you got to do interviews and stuff like that. You know, niggas doing promotional runs. So I definitely think he's going to end up pushing it back. They just ain't made the announcement yet. But I want to see what all comes out about this information, man, because it's a lot of twisted information with this Takeoff situation. It ain't as cut and dry.
Sad, man. It's a sad situation, bro.
It's a sad situation.
Man.
But if there's a motive behind this shit, like if this shit just, it seems like murder by the numbers to me.
That makes it even worse, though. If it's a motive, that makes the situation even worse, bro.
I agree.
You know,
it just seems so random. You know what I'm saying? It just seems so random, and it's fucked up that like you said, you can kind of see where the motive may lie. Because like I said, the Migos was on the downtrend, man. You know what I'm saying? And when niggas rack up that type of bill, right? Niggas buying $100,000 chains, $100,000 plus cars, living in multiple mansions, and got lifestyles. Once you develop that certain level of fame, the teardown is real. You know, like, so you willing to do whatever to get to keep that status. So I just don't feel like it's far-fetched. And a lot of the information that different bloggers and different people are calling out, they're hitting it right on the head. And when I seen that video on how that shit kind of played out, I said, yeah, something just ain't right with that. Something just ain't right with that.
Yeah, man, that was funny, man. I mean, not funny, not in a hilarious way, but when I say funny, curious. It was definitely curious, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
how you think Quavo feel about that, man? They say he passed out and everything. I know that was like a. Do you think that was a shocking moment for him, or he was all in on it? He was acting. What do you think, Donnie? You think he was
Holly
acting?
Weird? Shout out to my nigga. Yeah, Fidel. Yeah, absolutely. Holly Weird. That's exactly what it is. We got to call it what it is, man. There ain't no sense of faking it no more. Now, do I think that was? Yeah, I think that was hella acting he had to do. Like, think about what's on the line, man. You know what I'm saying? Like what's on the line is what you need to do. So of course you're gonna play the role, and do everything you had to do. But I do believe that hit was sanctioned. You know, because at the end of the day, they're supposed to be up under Jay Prince Jr.'s watch. Like, everybody else who comes to use and checks in with these niggas don't have no problems. Now, all of a sudden, a nigga got problems, a nigga that you was just posting in the car with earlier, and you don't show no emotion when his fucking nephew dies right in front of him. You don't motherfucking try to, go over there, see what's going on. But you walk by like it ain't shit happened. Like, it's just the emotion behind it. It ain't the fact that he kept going or he got ushered out the way. This nigga volunteered and kept pushing. Like, nigga, oh well.
He did.
You feel what I'm saying? And
Blackman said he got to play the part.
Absolutely.
Quavo, he got to play the part.
Yeah, Quavo and Jay Prince Jr. You know what I'm saying? They both got to play their part, and like for him to show no emotion through that whole thing was just crazy to me. Breaking that shit down and seeing it, and I feel like what I'm saying. But like I said, it was a lot of weird shit that people were pointing out with Takeoff in that party.
Hey, what if Takeoff was about to actually take off? If you feel what I'm saying. What if Takeoff was about to take off? The Migos had to split. He dropped the project with his Uncle Few, which he shined on, obviously. What if he had got that offer? He about to take the fuck off. And somebody said, no, we can't have this.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's looking like a lineup. Because Jay Prince, like I said, Senior was quick to put out a roll call about that chain that got snatched. You know what I'm saying?
They said, who was dude shooting that? I mean, that's
right. But for him to get hit, in the torso and the head, it sounds like an execution to me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And like I said, man, it's hard to, even like when you see shit and you can point out flaws in it, it started making you even think even deeper. Like, we all know there's crisis actors, bro. There's certain motherfuckers who can play certain roles, and we all, like, I just find it funny, like, it just be random motherfuckers and shit like that. This is random, and how everybody think everybody on the up and up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He did the Dipset joint. What's the Dipset joint, Fidel? You talking about Donnie? He said the Dipset joint.
No. See, Fidel, you gotta tell me what's going on with that. I'm totally not hip, bro. I definitely need to get hip though, right? But yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just like I said, man. It was freaky how it happened. People are gonna talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are already talking. You know what I'm saying? And somebody gonna have to answer for that. Like, somebody gonna have to answer for that. And I think, Jay Prince and them, they got a lot of explaining to do. That's just the truth of the matter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, homie and them.
He did that hook for Dipset. Oh, he did a hook for Dipset. I guess he's going back to what I was saying.
Well, Jim Jones was posting Takeoff.
What the nigga finna take off? What if Takeoff was about to actually take the fuck off and leave all that whole situation with QC alone?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
This is definitely something that's gonna make you scratch your head, because like I said, it was definitely weird. You know, it's definitely a lot of different shit going on that I really couldn't put my finger on. I'm like, okay, like, you know, this is different. You know what I mean? But at the same time, seeing, like I said, Jazz Prince, or my bad, Jay Prince Jr. walk past like that and the way he looked, I said, oh yeah, you was just with Quavo. And I went back and looked. I'm like, okay, Takeoff wasn't even in the car with y'all. Like, what was y'all doing, man? Like, did y'all already had this lined up? You know, come to find out that, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, it might have been some beef between the Prince family and the Migos. Like, where did all this shit start coming from? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's weird to me. You know what I mean? And a lot of people would have gained the benefit by pulling off this quote unquote sacrifice. But we're gonna see if it's some more info to point out about it. We definitely is. But right now, we just gonna send our condolences. But we also want to two-part this, right? Because we also had you know, my nigga Gilly the Kid kind of had like some, like, you know, he had some words to say about that. Like, he had a problem, you know what I'm saying, with niggas. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this fresh in for you, or whatever the case may be.
If anybody watching want to know, man, they having a kind of like visual for Takeoff tomorrow in Lawrenceville, and off of Club Drive, I think, at Club Drive Park. If y'all familiar with Gwinnett County and Lawrenceville, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, because I know exactly what that part. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I know exactly where that's at, man. That's at 6 p.m., man. So if y'all want to go, it's gonna be dead ass packed out in Gwinnett County in Lawrenceville, up there in that area of Pleasant Hill. Man, that shit finna be here tomorrow at 6 o'clock, man. That shit gonna be so
definitely gonna be crazy. But you know, Gilly has some shit to say, man, in reference to niggas posting videos and shit like that. You know what I mean? So this is like the original.
Why every time something happened to a rapper or athlete or entertainer or anybody of color, the first thing you niggas do is pull your fucking phones out and start recording and post that shit on the internet, man? You niggas is clowns for that shit, man. Y'all niggas is clowns for that shit, man. The last image a motherfucker want to see is they peoples laying on the ground bleeding the fuck out, man. Niggas be having mamas, kids, grandmamas, uncles, aunties. That's some dumb shit, man. But the first thing y'all niggas do is pull your phone out. Ooh, look at such and such. Man, that shit ain't cool, man. For real, man. You niggas, that nigga just lost his life, and you niggas is trying to get likes. Tell me how that shit add up, man. You niggas, all you blog sites, y'all niggas is out of pocket, man. Y'all niggas be trying to get clickbait. You niggas is suckers, man. That man laying on the ground, he bleeding out, and niggas recording it and posting that shit on the internet, man. Y'all niggas is clowns for that shit. I'm telling you, man. This the reason why I be hating niggas, man. I'm telling you, man. It just be us. I be hating niggas, man. Shout out to fucking Takeoff, man. Rest in peace, man. Shout out to his family, man. We send our condolences to y'all for $1 million worth of game, man. Shout out to QC. Shout out to P. Shout out to Coach, the Migos, everybody, man. Hold y'all head, man. But y'all niggas gotta stop that shit, man. That shit is not cool, man. Rest.
That nigga said, shout out to Takeoff. Like, that nigga still alive. First off, Gilly, shut the fuck up, my nigga.
Hey, man, that nigga dumb, man. Chiquita Blackman said, I've been scratching my head for 2 days because where the suspects at? Oh, I ain't nobody locked up. Too many witnesses, including Quavo.
Yeah, make you scratch your head. But
did y'all see Charleston White's respond to Gilly though? Yeah, we did. See that? Let me see if I can find that right quick.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Let me see if I can find that right quick, like, man, because Charleston White, he said some valid shit for real. Yeah, what you think about that? What Gilly talking about though, Donnie?
I mean, I feel like Gilly needs to, you know, be concerned with what's going on in Philadelphia. Philadelphia, which is known as Killadelphia, has the highest murder rate damn near in the country right now. You know what I'm saying? He's not speaking out against that like part. Like, you know what I'm saying? If niggas were more accessible to the ordinary folk, people wouldn't feel so amazed to have to post you niggas and be famed and, you know, all that type of shit. Like,
right.
You got to understand that, like, this is what y'all signed up for, motherfucker. So of course a nigga gonna try to get likes or be the first to post it. That's the type of society we live in now with these damn cell phones. Everybody want to be a goddamn reporter or whatever the case may be. But Charleston White definitely, if we can get this clip, he definitely had a response to this situation. You know what I'm saying? And once again, niggas might not like how Charleston White fucking deliver it, but he delivers it in a way that is gonna be disrespectful enough for niggas to want to listen.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Find that bitch. Yeah, let's say I'm trying to find that motherfucker. Someone. I know it's on YouTube.
I thought you had it on Hollywood Unlocked.
No, that shit wasn't on there. It's just a picture. They had a picture of that nigga on there. You know, Hollywood Unlocked be having a lot of pictures and shit.
Let me go ahead and help out the situation real quick.
I saw that shit on YouTube earlier. But yeah, Charleston White said something. Zakina said he had valid responses. Yeah, I saw that shit earlier. I can't even really remember what bro said, man, but he was saying something. You really need to shut the fuck up. You'll be all right.
Let me see if I can. Well, obviously I'm unsuccessful. I can't find that fucking clip because everybody don't post Charleston White, obviously.
So fuck around and be gone, nigga. For real.
Let's see. I got one more source right here. One more source. If anybody got it, it's my man right here.
Drop a link. If you can find it, you can't drop a link. We want to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, boom.
Jay Prince finally speaks. Pull up to that.
Shouldn't have.
That's a sympathy. A lot of that mob got that shit.
I thought I had that shit. Oh.
More for them to go from that to say
it's getting beat and raped. Where is mob ties?
Yeah.
Where is mob ties for the community program? Nigga, fuck mob ties. Nigga. Harder we working for these kids up here.
You hear that
Bring
now?
no motherfucking mob ties up to me. Nigga. Them niggas don't do a goddamn thing. For a motherfucking nigga around here, it's a nigga nation, nigga. Been here since the 60s. We don't give a fuck about no Jay Prince, nigga. He ain't never been able to reach his arms up here and help no nigga with no music career. Stay his ass in Houston. Him and his boys. So now, my nigga, I'm telling y'all, Jay Prince don't run shit in Dallas. Mob ties is just some bullshit. It ain't no mob ties, nigga. Them Italians got the mob. Don't no nigga got no motherfucking mob. Them nigga just talking bullshit Italian geeky talk. Them ain't no real mobsters. Them niggas can't do nothing. Them niggas pick on the weak. That nigga sons beat up girls, homie. They don't run shit up here, nigga. That's what I'm saying. That ain't how I feel. I stand on it.
Say, I want to tell the entertainment world, get it a kid, Boosie. I fuck with the Migos real tough. But I just want to let all the celebrities know, nigga. Y'all don't care about regular people dying. So I get with this get it the kids saying, y'all always taking the phones out. Yeah, when a celebrity die, we go take out the motherfucking phone. When an entertainer die, Gilly, we go take out the motherfucking phone. Maybe if entertainers, celebrities, actors, and you famous motherfucker, maybe if y'all interacted with regular people more, we wouldn't be so excited to take the phones out, nigga. What you talking about? Well, let me just say this, since you so in your pussy panties about you just Gilly taking the phones out. Nigga, they take the phones out on regular people. When regular people died, they took the phones out. When George Floyd laid his life down, what they do? Took the phones out and record and watched George Floyd die. So what the fuck you talking about, get it a kid? Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. None of you niggas up top. None of you niggas up top give a fuck about when somebody die at the bottom. So why the fuck the people at the bottom should give a fuck about when you niggas die at the top? Make it make sense at the top, people. Make it make sense. Y'all don't care about when we die. Name one regular person that died in your city. Get it, a kid. Boosie. Name one regular person that done died in the back of that obituary. Y'all don't even know them names. So who give a fuck if we find a celebrity dead on the ground and we pull out the phones? We don't give a fuck about their family. They don't give a fuck about ours. You're celebrities. It's called the haves and the have-nots. We are not together. The haves and the have-nots are not together. We are divided. Y'all are not with us at the top, and we are not with y'all at the bottom. We are so far divided from one another, brother. And I just want to let y'all know, y'all don't show this much concern when an old black woman is killed, when an old black baby is killed. It's only when a rapper, an actor, or entertainer is killed. But when a regular Smo Joe dies, y'all don't even mumble a word, not even a black child. So fuck how y'all feel, my nigga. Fuck how y'all feel. All this shit go away by Christmas. Y'all won't even be mentioning Takeoff by Christmas. Y'all don't even mention P&B no more. So nigga, this just another one bites the dust. Pay attention to the dash. Pay attention to the dash. Don't stay focused on the death date. It don't mean nothing. The dash mean everything.
All right, we gonna leave it right here.
That nigga said some real shit though, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like exactly like what happened with P&B. Like you said, it's one after another, after another, after another. That's just how
we ain't
it's,
even talking about him. We ain't even talking about him no more.
No.
But I think they found the vote that killed P&B, right?
Yeah. They go into court and everything. They found all three of them and all like that. But yeah, I mean, I think this situation will only last. I mean, hell, niggas don't really talk about Nipsey no more.
No, about it for real.
No.
There you heal, nigga. The next you go. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how it is too. You know, it is what it is, man.
So you feel Charleston White is right by saying what he's saying?
I agree with Charleston White. Fuck that shit, nigga. Y'all take photos of us. If it's regular people, you ain't gonna say nothing about folks pulling out the camera phone, recording. So yeah, nigga, y'all don't get no pass on that shit because y'all got some millions of dollars. Yeah, you better hope I don't run your pockets, nigga. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Let me go in this nigga pocket. He dead. Yeah, he dead. Now let me just go in the nigga pocket. They ain't gonna need this shit. Where he going? Hell, you know.
Shout out to my nigga. Shout out to my nigga Charleston White, bro. Shout out to my nigga Charleston White.
Hey, I'm not savage like that. I'm just, I'm taking
the
nigga chain. You take nigga chain off.
You something like a savage.
Damn,
You
this
something
shit,
like a goddamn
shit hollow, nigga. You supposed
hollow
to be
than a
goddamn
motherfucker.
amigo, nigga. What is it? Like that shit is you got on.
Yeah, that shit ain't breaking no cameras.
Like, man.
That shit.
Yeah, man.
No, that shit ain't breaking
man.
that shit ain't breaking no cameras. But this last thing right here, man, before we close out the show, we got to get into this. And even before we get into that, like I said, I definitely want to close it out by saying the condolences. I know it's a lot of speculation around this takeoff shit, but at the end of the day, another black man lost his life. So condolences to him and his family. And we're gonna see how this shit play out. I don't think we done talking about it. We definitely gonna probably bring this back around.
What we got, Daddy?
So for the fuckery, we really got, you know what I'm saying? This right here, man, like this right here. When I say, man, the fuckery don't have no name, it just motherfucking goddamn.
Man, I ain't even want to.
I can't even say nothing. Yeah,
I ain't want to show this.
You didn't want to. Yeah, you didn't want to.
I did not want to put this shit on our live stream.
I totally understand. You didn't want to put it on, so I will give you that. So I'll take the blame for this. I'll definitely.
You thought I was feeling you?
This shit, I mean, it's real life, man. This your boy. It's your boy, Donnie. This your boy.
Hey,
Nas X.
This right here,
this shit crazy, man.
This gotta be. Listen, if this ain't now, somebody like this, man, shouldn't even be allowed to be on TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like, who are they marketing them to? I don't be seeing this nigga. They playing this nigga to all the kids, and it's like, it's crazy that these motherfuckers hijacked hip hop and made it into what we see now, man. And I'm ashamed. You know, I'm ashamed that a motherfucker, yeah.
Do he play? But do he play too much? Is this really? Is this really playing? You know what I'm saying?
He definitely not playing though. He definitely not playing. This is not playing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Us seeing what Lil Nas X is doing. This is not fucking playing. Like, he's doing it too much. This nigga is fucking, I mean, like, he is a whole fucking chick right now, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the way that they pushing this dude out, man, we need to ban this nigga. Get this nigga off all airways. Get him out the way. I don't give a fuck. Call me anti, whatever you want. This man need to get the hell off the air right here, man. So definitely, man, if y'all want to see Lil Nas X canceled, we definitely need to come up with a petition at DeadBolt ATL to get this motherfucker up out of here, bro. No, absolutely nothing's off limits. You're right, Miss Blackman. Nothing is off limits with these guys, bro. Like, these dudes is willing to do whatever for the bag. But I know, Trav, you had said something.
Right. Fidel Barber said something really valid. Why they haven't went at him yet?
Man, you already know, because he's protected, not neglected. That we can say.
You got to fight Elton John. You fought with Lil Nas X.
Yeah, that nigga all the way protected. You got to stay on the sideline and watch them make a mockery of us. And like I said, they people ain't out there doing that. But it's crazy. The biggest artist in the world, even Bad Bunny, they got him on some. You already know. So it's kind of like that's who they're promoting, man. They want that to be the agenda, and that's why if a parent supports their child being a rapper, it's like, come on, bro, is you serious? Like, if your son or your daughter wants to be a rapper, this is what they got to go through right here. They got to go through the fucking door. It ain't nothing else to talk about. And which way you go when you get in the door, hey, that's up to you at that point. But you will walk through that goddamn door. And this is what gonna spit out. You know what I'm saying? You fuck around, won't even have your child's number no more after this situation comes out. You know what I mean? But I know you said something about playing, right? This next fuckery. I mean, I want you to tell me, like, is this playing, or do you think this was serious right here when you hear this? Like, was this a joke? You know what I mean? Or
what you doing?
The situation.
What's going on? What you talking about? Hold up, for real, stop playing with me. What you doing? For real, stop playing with me. What you doing? And you thought you loved that hoe.
Facts.
You thought you loved that hoe.
Yeah, big time.
Somebody, she got a Hello.
He in that pussy beat the up.
Man, chill, bro. What you doing?
Oh, wow. Bro.
Homie heart I think that's every nigga's worst fucking fear. Hearing that shit in live time when your girl is getting pounded into oblivion. And she's so disoriented that she can't motherfucking hold her goddamn bladder, bro. You know what I mean? Or I'm sorry, you can't hold your fucking bladder because you had to step away and fucking do what you need to do. But she couldn't motherfucking, she answered the phone. She was so goddamn disoriented. Now where they like I wouldn't even know how to feel. Like I would feel so like, yo, like, first off, I'm hanging up the phone off the first. I'm not even trying to listen to it in front of my homies. Like, I'm not even trying to be like, yo, like, yeah, is that real? Like, is that? No. First off, I'm getting off the phone. I'm stepping in the other room and I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna do something. I might just have to go over there at that point. Like, if I don't even know what I would do at that point. You know what I mean? Like, but this situation right here can't be. I'm just in front of my homies and I got the damn phone out and you know what I mean? I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm good with that. Like I'm gonna let everybody hear what's going on, and they hearing the same shit as your, you know what I mean, as your homies and shit like that. You hearing that shit in live time.
Man, ain't you laughing at your partner, man? Nigga, hang the phone up. Hang the phone up, bro. What you doing? Told you that bitch wasn't shit.
Yeah, I mean, first off, man, look.
Then do you tell your homie, nigga, I told you, nigga, nah, we hit the bitch. Nigga. 2.
I mean,
do you confess that to your homie? Or nah, you just leave that alone?
I think my homie has been so embarrassed. Like, I don't think he can, you know, I would try to comfort, you know, be a friend at that moment, man. I really would. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, man.
Flat out. I would try to be a friend in that moment. But this next situation, man, the last one we got, man, it's obviously,
you got some more.
Yeah. This last one, man, and we're gonna close this motherfucker out, man. You know what I'm saying? Over 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? They got a little cop mouth. I ain't bringing water in there. So yeah, this it right here. So the last one we got, man, and see, this is why if I meet a woman from Chicago, I don't know, man. I think gotta check your temperature because you might be a crazy one.
Yeah,
so Chicago woman allegedly stabs boyfriend to death after an argument over using a fucking microwave. Now, explain to me, and look how she looked.
Hey, man, look at the first comment, man. It's a cipher. It's like it say cipher law or SIF law official, whoever that is. They said I took one look at her and knew it was true. Man, she looked like she ready to burn some down, bro. You know, ladies, what is that on her head? Is that her hair finna come off? Is that her scalp? Or that makeup or something? What is that?
First off, a nigga fucking with something
in the comments. Man, that right there look bad.
A nigga fucking with something like this, man, bro. Like, I don't know what you really thought this was about to be about. You feel what I'm saying? What did the nigga think this was gonna be about right here?
I mean, you know, maybe they have been together for a while, man. You know, do you know anything else about this story? Because this is wild.
Yeah, I mean,
was she that hungry, or was he just not supposed to use a microwave? Was he not supposed to eat? Was
he to stab a nigga to death? Yeah.
What did he put in the microwave, though, Donnie? What did he put in the microwave?
That's a question. That is a good question, bro.
What was it that he put in the microwave that made her go to
that nigga was trying to cook something? That nigga was trying to cook something. Who knows? but yeah, now she's gonna be in jail damn near the rest of her life for fucking over a microwave. And that's why I had to end it with her. She gets the fuckery of the day and drop a bomb for the microwave, bitch. It's your birthday, bitch. You locked up. You look like you done stabbed a few niggas in your day. They just ain't found the bodies yet. But
what's your whole vice lord out here?
She a whole West Sider. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody seen her. Have you seen her?
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild, Nurse K. That's real
definitely wild. That's definitely wild. But as always, man, we appreciate everybody, man, who tuned in on the live stream, man. For those who didn't tune in on the live, catch it on the replay. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? We had to hit y'all with 3 fuckeries today, man, because I couldn't pick one. So definitely just wanted to throw all 3 of those out. But yeah, this one was crazy. But definitely appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in live. Not catch us on the replay, obviously. You know, subscribe, like, share. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, if Spotify, Apple, Google, Trav, you know what I'm saying? I know you want to throw something in there. Tell them what's up.
No, I don't, man. Really. I appreciate y'all for coming out, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap that bell, man. Like, subscribe. Share the YouTube channel with everybody. And that's it. For real. Thank you.
Love y'all. Next week.
I think. Maybe next week.
Yeah, if we're still here. Can't take this for granted. So this is the last episode. We love y'all. But if not, y'all tune in next week. You know what I'm saying?
Tingo.
Bubble Club.
All right, man.